Hey, welcome.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the return. I'm Josh Cribbs.
And I'm Maria Cribbs, and welcome to another beautiful day. Happy Tuesday to everyone watching. It's a gloomy Tuesday, though, Josh.
It's Cleveland.
And I don't know what they said the groundhog, what did y'all say? He didn't see his shadow, so that means spring is on his way, right? And I was believing him, too. I was like, okay, it's been warm. It's been nice weather. It's been sunny. And then it was snowing on the way over here. It was snowing on the highway. Well, 71 North had some flurries.
I don't put nothing past Cleveland.
I was about to say I don't put nothing past the groundhog. I don't trust him either, Josh.
Look, ever since that movie with Bill Murray, the Groundhog Day.
Did you say Mary or Murray?
Murray.
You said Mary.
Bill Murray.
Okay, yeah, your accent.
Bill Murray. Yeah.
Oh, you don't trust it? Yeah.
It's Cleveland, man. Like they say, the weatherman can say sunny, and it could be sunny for a little bit, and then it'll be a blizzard that they didn't mention. It's Cleveland.
Why would someone like Jamar Chase says Cleveland is Cleveland? It's a big deal. But when you say it's Cleveland,
because I didn't say Cleveland is Cleveland. And context is everything.
All right. Okay.
If I'm referring to sports and you ask me about how Cleveland will do this year, and I'm saying, Cleveland is Cleveland, I'm gonna offend some people.
We're insulted, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna offend some people, like Micah Parsons did.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about that.
And Joku got him right.
He checked him.
Okay.
Rightfully so.
Right.
So let's hop into the big game.
The big game,
baby.
What
did you feel? How did you feel? And we're going to bring Ryan in on this.
I don't want anyone to kill me on this. I don't think anyone would because, none of our team. Well, let me just tell you this. I was hoping that the Browns, of course, would make it further in the playoffs, right? And then once we didn't get there, I was really rooting for Detroit because if Detroit would have made it to the Super Bowl, the big game, the big game, I would have tried to find my way to be in Las Vegas.
Right.
Because I know how Detroit shows up.
I think people would have felt like that about Cleveland. If Cleveland was in, made it to the end, I think a lot of people would have supported Cleveland because everybody was
and only because Cleveland has some of the finest women in the world. And so they would want to, they know we're going to be traveling down to Las Vegas to see what's going on at the big game. And so, where the girls going to be, the boys going to show up. So that's probably why they would have. What happened? What?
I was just looking at Ryan like, we got some of the finest women here.
Where they at?
Yeah, where they at? I know they got some of the finest
where
brothers.
they at? Y'all walking around the town, y'all see us?
But we're not talking about
I'm including myself
taking
in that.
women. You don't refer to the finest as married.
I'm just saying.
Where the single ladies at? People are
the single
wondering.
ladies, right? Okay, so you asked me what I thought about the game. Don't kill me, you guys. I thought it was a snooze fest. I was bored.
A snooze fest.
I was bored. I was like, you know what? I wanted to see some exciting plays.
Right.
It was just.
It was blah.
Honestly, I kept flipping the channel.
Ryan, what say you?
Kind of like Maria. I mean, the first half was certainly not very entertaining. I kind of expected it to be a defensive battle, but thankfully the second half kind of turned up, obviously, there with Patrick Mahomes and whatnot.
Yeah. But is that because of the lack of touchdowns and the lack of big plays?
Yeah, I think also the turnovers was what it was, Josh, because multiple times, they got in other field position, and especially in the red zone there for Christian McCaffrey. And when you start the game off in the Super Bowl, big game, with a fumble, I mean, it kind of just set the tone for, I like what you said, Maria, because it kind of was at the first half really a snooze fest.
Yeah. And I know everybody who, the online betting, that's why sometimes it's important to keep it simple. Sometimes with just the money line, whoever put money on specific things of the game, which I did. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of like, what the?
How'd it work out for you?
I was like, what the? McCaffrey? Pacheco? Where you at?
Right. Show up, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah.
The catches? Kittle, where you at?
I can't say I had a Jawan Jennings touchdown in my ticket slip, but it was. I'll just put it this way: not a good betting day for me, that's for sure.
Or what's the receiver from KC who went to the Jets and then came back and
Mecole Hardman.
Mecole. Who had these guys scoring touchdowns?
Nobody.
Now.
That's why Vegas loves it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like they're like, more money.
Whoever bets that the game would go into overtime. I saw that. Bet. It was like plus 5,000 or something like that. And I'm like, dang it. It was staring at me in the face.
Wait a minute. How much did you have to put up to get that five?
Anything.
Oh.
You 150, whatever.
And you would get $5,000?
No. Plus 5. on your bet.
Oh, on your okay.
Yeah,
oh,
on your bet.
Oh.
5,000 times or
whatever you put. Okay.
Whatever you put.
So did y'all see some of the videos where some of the influencers and some of the celebrities were like showing how I just won $1 million? Did you see some of those?
I didn't see it at all.
I'm like, are they trolling? Are those real?
I didn't see them at all. Maybe it was
a troll.
ads.
It's a trolling.
It's a troll.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I think everybody kind of was looking at that game and looking at their phone like, because I just, again, we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think because there was no exciting plays that we're used to from two high offensive packed teams,
Right.
high octane teams, able to score a lot of points, and they didn't.
Right.
I had them scoring over 47 points. Because that's what I've seen all year from these two squads.
But in a Super Bowl, in a big game against each other, in the final finale, you thought it was going to be a high-scoring game against two really great teams?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Offensive
My
teams.
mother had called me from Columbus. She was trying to guess what the score would be. And then she said something, there's going to be somebody by like 37 points. I'm like, Mom, that's just for a bowl game.
She said what? The total 37 points?
Was going to beat this team by 37 points.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
Your
Mom,
mom-
come on. You
Mama Rose
I don't know.
She had a long night. She's probably working all night.
Well,
Just threw it out there.
She a senior citizen now. Sometimes she got that sometimer. Sometimes she got it, and
sometimes she don't.
I was like, Mom, they're two really competitive teams. So
I don't think she would like
I didn't
to
think
be
it was going to be a
called-
high scoring game.
I
just
don't
didn't.
think your mom would like to be called a senior citizen.
I think your mom knows. My mom knows I'm joking.
If I call my mom a senior citizen,
I call her one because she is.
Okay. I don't have no part in that. But what do we think about the halftime show?
Okay.
You know, as it related to other halftime shows, how do we rate Usher in his halftime show?
I thought Usher did amazing.
Right.
I'll be honest. Okay, so I wanted to go see Usher when he was in Las Vegas doing his residency, right?
Right.
And, I think cheapskate over here, he wasn't trying to give me the card number.
You couldn't just tell the
billing.
story?
I needed
You couldn't just tell the story?
3 digits on the back.
You see this, Ryan? This is why I told you to be
Sorry,
single.
Josh.
He was like
She
$1,300. I said, I'll go by myself. I'm
She
willing to
couldn't tell
go
this
solo
story
to this
without putting me
concert,
in it.
right? And so I know how his performances, when they were leaking some of the spoilers online, how they was looking down in Vegas. So I personally think that Usher tried to tone it down because he had a more general audience.
I don't think he really toned it down, because if you ask Switz Beats, who was Alicia Keys' husband,
Here we go with this.
we're going to talk about that. Let's take one commercial break,
Because you're going to get in trouble.
and then we're going to talk about the
we will be
halftime show.
right back. Don't go anywhere. All the insecure men watching, tune in. Here we go. Go ahead, Josh.
Why I gotta be insecure?
No, I'm just saying there was nothing wrong with.
I didn't even make a comment.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Welcome back to The Return with Josh.
Yeah,
and
welcome
Maria
back
Cribs.
to Sugar
I'm
and
Maria.
Spice. I'm Sugar.
And everything nice, baby.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
do you have to say about I love the halftime performance.
like that.
I think
I'm
that
not
Usher
Sugar.
toned it down for
That
America.
was the wrong comment I made.
What
I
you
said
say?
I'm Sugar. No.
You're slipping, Josh.
He knows me as Sugar and Spice.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
You're like a birch tree.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Because you
All
wouldn't
right.
give me the money to go see Usher in Las Vegas. Now
You
that
still on
I'm
that,
triggered
man.
now, because now I do remember me saying, Josh, let's go to Vegas. I'll go by myself. I know the tickets are a lot. He's like, you don't need that. You can see all the little clips on
Why
YouTube.
does my voice sound like?
I give every man up that voice. I know. Okay, go back. What were you saying about Usher and Alicia Keys?
You said I'm insecure when I brought it up, but I was trying to see what did everybody else think of Usher dancing with married Alicia Keys, right? And the way
And Usher's in a relationship as
the
well.
way he just got married, by the way.
He
to
filed
his long
for. Oh, did
time.
they get married?
He just
it
got
was
married.
It was released that he did file for his marriage license out there in Las Vegas, and
Why
he had
not?
a longtime
What's in
girlfriend that he has
Vegas?
children by.
Right.
So they are both in relationships. Alicia Keys is married to the infamous Switz Beats, like the
Right.
world producer. I didn't see any problem with them dancing and hugging all up on each other because they're entertainers. They're entertaining us. That's what they're paid to do.
Right.
But
and I'm not gonna be.
but the
Go ahead.
consensus with all the insecure men in the world was like, oh, that's a married woman. He can't be hugging on her like that. One thing I cannot stand is insecure man. Period.
And I gotta
What?
interject because
go ahead, baby.
I'm not interjecting because I agree to say what happened on stage, Ryan, was like acceptable or not. Because again, Maria has a point. He is an entertainer. Usher is
Both
an
of them
entertainer.
are.
And Alicia is an entertainer. And that's kind of like along the lines of, would you get mad as a husband if you see your spouse kissing and she's an actor in a scene that they have to make out?
Right.
So she's on stage performing, and it's memes about Usher saying like, "Hey man, that's Mr. Steal Your Girl." Like,
oh, he's Mr. Steal Your Girl?
Yes. Like, you can be up there. It's memes of people looking at, pretending to be Swiss Beats, like, "Go ahead, baby." And then as soon as they're dancing, he like, oh, no.
If you could see, he was like, he was not even touching her. He was kind of like gliding his hands around her. He was being respectful.
Let's not pretend. He's selling sex. He's selling.
I didn't.
He's selling. She looks good and she's fine. He checking her out. It's all a show, right? And it's all a show, right? Yes or no?
It's a show.
Okay,
it's
so
business.
they're performing,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
And he does the same things in his act,
right?
Right. However, I have nothing. If that was you on stage, if you was Alicia Keys, I'm like, yeah, that's my, that's a little set. They're both entertainers, right? What he does, if you ever seen Usher perform in Vegas, I'm not sending Maria up there. Nope.
First of all, I'm a grown woman now. I know I'm joking on this show.
She don't need to be on no meme and somebody saying, "Who wife is this?"
Josh, I think you'll appreciate this. When I was watching it, like the replays in the morning, you know what I thought of? In my head popped up, this is some Scotty doesn't know stuff.
Scotty doesn't know.
Exactly.
No,
because he's selling it. And however, the girls be into it, like,
Ryan,
they
how
lose
could
their
you,
mind.
Ryan? Oh my goodness.
And I seen some old Temptation. If you ever watched the movie Temptations, when they on the stage,
they was all stealing each other's girl.
To the girl, and the girl like, and faint.
She was messing with both of them.
The girl faint. Let a dude make my girl faint. That's your girl, and another dude is making her faint.
They are entertainers, and at the end of the day, it's their job to entertain.
Again, we had this conversation a while back, Ryan, and Maria pretended like she wouldn't care. If you remember the Janet Jackson performance, when the guy was strapped on the chair, if that was me strapped to the chair and Janet Jackson was
I would love it. That's Janet Jackson. You getting a lap dance.
How the song go?
No,
how the song go? What they were saying?
Oh, it started when we were. Which one are you talking about?
So when she was strapped,
anytime he plays, I don't know what song.
He was strapped to the chair. It was, I wanna touch you, hug you, love you. Okay. And the dude was passing out and sweating. It was like a scene from Basic Instinct. If you don't know the movie, and I'm going to post it on the social, where Sharon Stone, Basic Instinct, was the closest thing to a porno on TV. All the innuendos was there. If you saw Janet Jackson, I was a kid.
Josh, is that the one with the leg spread?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, look at Ryan though. Okay,
he
Ryan.
know Basic Instinct. It was like I wasn't even allowed to watch Basic Instinct.
Ryan didn't know. Ryan don't know who this is, but he know Basic Instinct.
He know Basic Instinct. I watched Basic Instinct during the summertime when my parents was at work, and I watched that movie like, oh man, it's like. Anyway,
with a bottle of Jergens and some Kleenex. No.
See, I ain't say all that.
I know.
Why you got it? It's implied.
So listen to this.
So that's what happens at Usher shows.
What?
Women go crazy.
Okay.
And she want me to spend my hard-earned money to send her out there to get got.
This is how cool of a wife that I am.
And I ain't insecure.
The fact that he can go play by play with how some member of the audience got called up to Janet Jackson's chair on stage and got a lap dance. He basically gave you the whole rundown, right? Now, you were probably visualizing yourself in that chair, weren't you? You was like,
yes,
oh. So
I was. If you ask me, I was the guy in the chair.
I'm going to advocate for you to get up there on that chair.
Until I'm there.
What?
Until I'm actually there.
It's a good thought.
Exactly.
But like, it's different when it's reality.
She's only saying that because she know it'll never happen.
Yeah.
I'm only saying it, Ryan.
That's facts, Josh. That's facts.
Ryan.
Facts.
I don't like when you try to get up here. I would be loving.
And she kissing on me.
Josh,
I'm sliding her my number. I'm like, 202.
You better not say your number on this air.
213.
Oh!
Okay, I was just like.
Everybody got to guess the remaining 5 digits. Josh, can you be honest and let them know I am a really cool wife?
Absolutely.
And I will be the one in the audience trying to like get you up on stage. Have I not done that before?
I can neither confirm nor deny these because
I want you to have fun.
No, it's never happened to the point that I would actually have the option to do that.
So you're saying, say this is me right here, right?
See, I don't need no puppets. Right? This ain't sex ed class.
And Usher just, kind of just dancing around me. You would feel some kind of way?
No.
Like, are you that? If I was Alicia Keys on stage, if say you're married to me.
I'm fine with what happened with Alicia Keys.
I'm Alicia Keys and you're Swiss Beats, her
because
husband.
They're both entertainers. But you're not an entertainer. So if you go to Usher concert and you damn near passing out, and he
but I'm married
doing
to you
everything,
and I'm coming
and
home.
y'all grinding up on it.
They were not grinding. And Alicia Keys looked darn good in that bright red, that piano.
Move away from the Super Bowl show, the halftime show.
The big game show.
Move away from the halftime show.
Okay.
Go to Usher's concert in Vegas,
right?
Which everybody's going. There's several videos.
He's entertaining.
Man, they up there grinding.
If I paid $1,300, because that's how much one of the tickets I was trying to get.
On you?
I want some grind.
Me, I grind on you all day.
I want some VIP access.
Pay me. I sing Usher.
You're not Usher.
I'll sing Usher.
So Josh, all those women that be coming up to you trying to hit you on your behind and trying to touch on your chest and get photos and saying, oh, if you weren't married, or they don't even care if you're married half the time. Are you saying I should have a problem with that? And I've never had a problem with any of it.
Maria, you paid an old lady grope me before.
I did.
Even when I called out for, I was about to be, I almost called for help.
So we were doing we were at entertaining at a senior citizens home
in Streetsboro.
And the lady came up and asked me because she grabbed Josh's cheeks, and I was like, "Go knock yourself out."
I thought she was talking about these cheeks up here.
You wasn't talking about them cheeks, baby.
So Maria was basically pimping you out.
Pimping me out. And the thing is, the lady kept forgetting that she already did it once.
She had dementia, so she
kept doing it.
Yeah, she had about 7 or 8 good feet. Yeah.
Exactly. But she kept doing it. I was sitting there, I'm like, all right, it's not funny.
Right.
Help. Like, I'm being broke.
I was going to let her have a good time. So look, speaking of a good time, we got more good time coming up because I have a really important question I want to ask you guys.
Okay.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, now welcome back to the show. Now, this is the real deal. Are we off the Super Bowl? Because I wasn't done talking about. I'm upset everybody's giving Alicia Keys a hard time. And I will say when we were, the big game. I'm trying to say I keep trying to say the big game. Okay, so look. Everybody's giving her a hard time. And when we were watching the halftime show and she came out there looking beautiful, that beautiful red shiny piano, and she started her opening note, my son and I were looking at each other like, did she just? And then I had to think about it. She's an artist. When we go to a basketball game and a player misses a shot, a free throw, or 3-point, we don't. He just keeps it moving, right?
Right.
So why is it any difference when an entertainer, a singer, messes up on a note?
Okay.
Why is everybody coming down so hard on Alicia Keys? She's human, and things happen.
She didn't hit that note correctly, the first one.
It happened.
And I kind of screamed a little bit. I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
Alicia." That's the first
she's
note.
Human.
At least hit the first note. And I was kind of like, because I wanted to see her do good.
Right.
I wanted the show to go good because I was excited to see her there.
Yeah.
Because remember when Rihanna did hers, her halftime show, she didn't have no special guests.
Right.
So I was excited to see somebody other than the headliner.
Yeah, that's true.
But Alicia hasn't sung. I don't think I hold her to the regard of the singers that's out right now because she hasn't performed in years. So I kind of just was excited to see her more so than have her hit.
Well, just because you haven't seen her perform, you don't know if she's performing other places.
That's just me personally.
Right.
I didn't take any notch away from her abilities because she didn't hit that note on cue.
Right.
I just didn't. It didn't matter too much to me.
It didn't matter to me either, but we did notice it.
She's
but
still
just to
her to me. She didn't move
Alicia
up
Keys.
or down on any made up list.
Do you think it messed up his performance? Her messing up that note?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if
I
anything,
think
it brought more attention to the
performance.
Yeah,
I think I'm just shocked to see the backlash she's facing. I'm like, first of all, she's human, and
we're living in that age.
Everybody has something to say, right?
I think they're saying it now because you said they corrected it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the thing now. When you go on YouTube and you watch some of the clips, it's like the note never happened. It was like they kind of, I don't know, they auto-tuned it, or so it's kind of just how they're trying to clean it up. But I feel like that's Alicia Keys. Why not clean it up for her and let her shine in the best light, you know?
I get that. Again, I don't have any problem with that.
Right.
Like, it wasn't a huge mess up for me. Like, it was one note. It was was like, and then
was
it was like
Didn't
normal
think anything
Alicia
else
Keys. Ryan, what you thought about
She
it?
looked good in that red.
I mean, like, yeah, I noticed it too, right? Like, the first thing we did was, oh my gosh, like, but it's because it's like secondhand embarrassment. You don't want that for her because, like, you feel it through the TV screen.
Yeah.
But, like, I immediately go back. I don't know if you guys remember, like, I think it was the NBA All-Star game, like, a few years ago when Fergie, like, sang the national anthem and, like,
and they roasted her.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So I was just thankful, like, she figured it out. But, yeah, I mean, I can't sing. Like, for her to be up there and do what she does, like, one note, who cares?
Who cares? Exactly. Josh cares about Usher dancing all around her.
I don't. So I think the
He brought Luda.
Again, it wasn't Usher dancing that I cared about at the halftime show.
But do y'all care?
It was his concert. How he danced on women. I'm thinking, if that's my wife, I'm like,
So what would you say to a man who would not allow his woman to go to a Browns game because I don't want her out there looking at them tight pants they be wearing?
That's not the same thing, Maria.
That's
just not the same thing, man.
It's how it's coming across.
Nah, it's not the same thing.
You understand? There are.
You're not going to a NFL game to simply watch spandex. And if you are, the spandex ain't gonna wrap themselves around you.
You better speak for yourself.
them spandex ain't gonna wrap themselves around you.
If I get down underneath where the players come out, they might.
They still ain't. I mean, okay, that's you. That mean, see, I'm not worried about that.
He don't know what to say.
I'm not worried about that.
There are truly guys there are men out there that think like that.
Well, that's not me.
It sounds like it's you because you had an issue with Alicia Keys and them.
I didn't. You keep saying Alicia Keys. I'm not. It's about Usher's concert. I think you can't differentiate between the two. You keep saying Alicia Keys and Usher. So I'm gonna let it go because this how I be in arguments.
So you saying if I go down
they bring up something from over here that don't even compute. I'm like, why? How did we get on this? And so I'm talking about this.
What I think is perfect timing. Usher released some more tour dates at the very end of the game. This is the next day. And so would you say you would have a problem if I go to one of these concerts and I, because I'm gonna try to make my way on stage.
What concert are we going to?
Because he having one in D.C., so I was thinking.
Did that.
No, because he's Ryan.
I don't mind at all.
Usher's coming to D.C., so I feel like
if Usher steal you away, he'll be.
I'm gonna go to the concert in D.C. You can go hang with your mom and dad.
I will have a celebration, huh? If he steal me away,
so anyway, to wrap that up, I think it was perfect timing. I love how when he started off the show, he said, "Mama, we made it." He brought out Luda. He brought out Jermaine.
I love the guests.
But what do y'all feel about this? And Ryan, maybe you can chime in if you want to. It's rumored that he invited Justin Bieber, which I don't want to get the story wrong, but I believe that he was one of the people who discovered Justin Bieber, right? And so he invited him to perform at the halftime show, and I guess he turned him down.
Are you sure that's what happened?
That's what speculation is, right? And that's what the rumors. That's what the rumor mill is saying, right? And so I looked at it like, well, maybe doing a halftime show, that's like at the pinnacle of your career. That's like, man, I really made it. The whole world is watching. I know Justin Bieber allegedly has been having some health issues. Maybe he turned it down for that reason, or which would be my reason. I would probably want to wait till it's my turn to have the honor of hosting the halftime show.
No, because Beyonce had her own show, and then they had a Pepsi show where one year it was Beyonce, a lot of singers, Bruno Mars, and all of them. It was a collab, the Pepsi halftime show or something like that.
Right.
And Beyonce had her own, Bruno had her own, but they were there too. So I don't think that could have propelled him to get his own, but I don't think I'm getting excited for Justin Bieber. Does he have that many?
Oh, Justin has hits.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
But usually when you get up there, you got hits on top of hits that you can just rifle through. Notice when Usher got up there, he was rifling through bangers that he was having the verses against himself.
Yeah.
Just rifling through bangers. Are there just bangers that Justin Bieber can play that
Justin
the
has some
whole
bangers.
crowd would be dancing with?
Yes.
And then even for that matter, how would you rate this halftime show as it related to others? You know what I mean? Like, would this be up there?
It's up there
or,
for me. It's up there.
To me, I think it just meets the standard.
Yeah.
Because I think the halftime shows, Ryan, should be entertaining, visual effects.
I love Dr. Dre when he brought everybody out.
That
was 2 years ago, wasn't it? No, was that last
year?
Yeah,
it was 2 years ago because last year was Rihanna.
Oh, yeah, last year was you just said it.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, right.
So I love the show.
Thanks, Ryan.
That's why I love Beyonce. That's one of my top ones. Michael Jackson from years back and Prince.
But even Usher has a song with Beyonce.
Right.
I couldn't see Beyonce coming out there making a cameo because that's Beyonce. It's like, first of all, this is your halftime show. And sometimes people look at it like I am above doing that, which I applaud Luda. And,
I mean, halftime, all eyes
like
are
I
on
don't make cameos for people. Maybe you think that was Justin Bieber was trying to say?
If Justin Bieber came on, I think that would have gave people like, hey,
they would have won next time.
One.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I thought it would have helped more than hurt.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would have been like, oh, he above this. I haven't seen him performing or make anything, and I guess that's not my audience, but I've heard some Justin Bieber songs.
They be banging.
I was listening to Justin Bieber a little bit and caught myself like, who is this? They were like, yeah, that's Bieber. I'm like,
I know you love me.
I would love honestly, I would love a Justin Bieber halftime show.
Right.
I really would enjoy that.
And you'll be in the front. He'd be in the front with his
Ryan be like,
on.
baby,
Oh, yeah.
baby, exactly right.
Absolutely.
I love you.
Every guy wanted to be him. Every girl wanted to be with him.
Yeah.
Right.
I
See?
agree. So okay, now we gotta move on to something a little bit more pressing.
Uh-oh.
What do y'all think about the Patrick Mahomes being compared and being labeled a GOAT and comparing him to LeBron, comparing him to Jordan?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, to Tom Brady.
I saw that.
Is it too soon?
I think it's premature.
Okay.
So when we talk about, and a lot of people did, they said, can you make this comparison? Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady is as Jordan and LeBron. I think it's way too premature for that. When you're talking about a GOAT and Tom Brady, who I think has 6. What you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, premature. Could Patrick Mahomes do it? Sure. I think the comparison right now is if you want to even slide him in at the number 2 spot, you can debate him and Joe Montana, right? One of the only quarterbacks with the 3 Super Bowl rings, the 3 Super Bowl MVPs. But to compare him to Tom Brady, I think it's, no pun intended, ludicrous. Because because think about it this, Patrick Mahomes has duplicated what Tom Brady did in his first 7-8 years in the league, but Tom Brady did that twice. So could Patrick Mahomes do this? Yeah, absolutely. And he's on the trajectory to do it, if not a little bit ahead of where Tom Brady was when he was 28. But to compare them right now and to even consider Patrick Mahomes as the GOAT, I think it's really lazy. And I think I don't think it's fair to what Tom Brady's been able to accomplish.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that because even if you look at Tom Brady has also done it with several different character position guys. Like, it doesn't matter who is on his team. He's elevating all the people around him, like Jordan did. I rooted for Jordan as a kid, and guess who names I know because of it? I know a guy named Tony Kukoc because he played with Jordan. Like, who would ever remember Tony Kukoc? You get what I'm saying?
That's so facts.
Yeah. Like, I would never know his name if not for Jordan.
Right.
Right? LeBron elevated other guys.
Right.
He stayed because they were on the team with them. Mo, Boobie, JR, all these guys became sort of household names because they were on the team. They shared the floor with the GOAT.
Right.
And I remember Phil Dawson said, I get to tell my kids I played with Cribs. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna tell my kids I played with you. It was like that mutual love and respect for one another.
Right.
But I can say that these guys who played with LeBron, all of them at each stop when he was in Miami, can say like, man, I played with LeBron, I played on that team. I hear Boobie stories when he's up here. Boobie had a lot of success when LeBron was here.
Right.
Shooting the threes. It became relevant, his shooting ability, because he was a character witness and a what you call like another next man up to LeBron.
Right.
Another talent. So I don't think it's far fetched to put him in the, like you said, number 2, but to say he's on the line with them, I don't think this can. I don't think it'll happen though.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a shame on the league if that happens again.
Yeah, I mean,
hold on. What you mean?
Like.
Going back again?
I think
to
it's
the big
like,
game?
Yeah, I think it's because it's so hard to make it there.
Yeah.
And even without Tyreek Hill, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he loses Kelsey? Like, not that all his weapons have to be stripped, but he has a supporting cast. Andy Reid.
Yeah.
And I said this before, Andy Reid and Mahomes is the new Tom Brady and and Belichick.
Right.
But just not they don't have the resume yet to contend.
Well, I think did you hear Mahomes when he was being interviewed after the game? He did say they were like something dynasty, and he was like, I think this is the beginning of a dynasty.
Yeah,
I like how he's still kind of being humble in it. Like, no, we're not there yet. We're building this, you know.
And that doesn't mean that he's the GOAT. I would say he's approaching the status.
Yeah.
But he has time to go.
Yeah, I think people get a little bit lost in recency bias and maybe a little bit flashier because, listen, Tom Brady doesn't have the natural talent that Patrick Mahomes does. Okay, nobody really does. The closest thing I could, Aaron Rodgers' arm, you can make the argument, the greatest in NFL history, right? Patrick Mahomes is right there. Tom Brady wasn't known for that, right? But Tom Brady, where he shined and stands above the rest and still does, he probably has the highest football IQ in history of the sport. And I think people it's easy to kind of forget this guy won 7 Super Bowls. He went to the NFC, did it in his first year after being with the team for 20 years. That's never going to happen again, Josh.
And he won it at 40 or 50.
Right.
I mean, that was the guy.
Right.
We're
hoping he gets there, but a little too soon.
Exactly.
All right, we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Now, you know, one thing that kind of disturbed or just irritated me were the big the commercials during the game.
Okay.
I don't know, and usually I'm the oddball out in the room. I was nothing
disappointed.
Disappointed. Only thing that stuck out to me, I just kept seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Really?
Yes, that was the only commercial that really stuck out to me. So I know you are a commercial connoisseur. You love
I do.
The game
I sat
commercials.
there and
were there
I'm
any
one of the people.
Did you?
I like
What would you rate them? A+, B, C?
Oh, see, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Each year it gets difficult to impress me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always, I don't know about you guys, Brian. I don't know.
It used to be hilarious back in the day.
And maybe because the bar has been raised, because that's a thing now. If you're going to produce a Super Bowl, a commercial to play in such a spectacle, it got to be top notch, right? So I think because the bar is raised. Mm-hmm. I did like some. The Anheuser-Busch one.
Okay.
I liked Tom Brady. Who was that? Ben Affleck came in with J-Lo and started rapping.
Okay.
And she was like, no, we talked about this. Stop.
Right.
But there were a few. They had a train come. There were a few that were creative. But as a whole, the commercials I don't think they lack creativity. I
agree.
Creativity as it relates to the now.
Yeah.
It just looks like, and I don't know how you feel, Ryan. It's just
Ryan, I don't know if you can attest to this. Like Josh,
y'all couldn't think nothing better?
I don't know if you can attest to this, Ryan, but Josh and I, we come across certain things on like Instagram Reels or TikTok where we're literally dying laughing.
Right.
And so I had the idea, I'm like, I don't know, because the commercials to me were just, they were blah.
Right.
I'm like, why don't they hire some of these creators to write some of these scripts or some of these, put some of their, their expertise or their
writing
talent
skills.
into it, because whoever's writing these commercials now, they're garbage. I thought I thought they sucked.
Yeah,
I thought the commercials sucked.
Matt, who I do a show with every morning with Big Play, he had a good point. He agreed with you guys. The sentiment that the commercials are kind of on a downtrend, right? His theory was, you look at these commercials now, they're just getting more and more expensive for a 30-second ad, like $7 million, whatnot. And he kind of went as, these companies are putting so much money, there's so much pressure on the people making them, the companies developing them, that they have to get this hit rate, right? They have to get their money back. And he had a quote, is kind of, pressure doesn't allow for the presence of creativity. And I kind of understand that. Like when you have so much amounting on this one thing, so much pressure that you need the special hit rate, it draws your creative juices. I agreed with him on that.
I feel like as well, you can't be as creative, like the Instagram type. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's so much writing on it. I'm going to pay this guy who's been doing it for 50 years. And
you can't keep paying the same people.
Right.
Some of these creators, their content is just hilarious. It's funny. It's unique. It's different.
I like
pay
when
them
they
to write some of these commercials
on it though too. I like it
but
when
like
they
you're
have actors.
saying, when it's pressure, like even with Josh and I, we get, sometimes we get paid to do stuff on social. And for me, I do a lot. I can come up with creative stuff really quick. But then something about being paid for it, I'm like, it doesn't work like that. I'm not feeling it right now. So I get
You know what? We did a Super Bowl commercial last year, and I liked it.
Yeah.
I like being in a commercial with you.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah. And I thought it was good.
Right.
I want our viewers to take a look at it and see what they think.
You have it?
I have it.
You gonna play it?
I'm gonna play it.
Oh, here we go.
All right, take a look at this.
Oh, man, Cleveland needs a winning team.
Judge, you ready?
Wait, Cleveland does have a winning team.
We have expert dermatology care, skin cancer services, aesthetics, 13 locations, and same-day appointments. Hey, Josh, go long.
Interception.
Hey, that pass is meant for me.
When it comes to great skincare, I'm the MVP.
At Apex, we're all about healthy skin for everyone.
Apex Dermatology, now that's a winning team.
Call 833-APEX-SKIN or go to apexskin.com. Yeah, we just casually throwing around the football in the dermatology office. I did too.
I liked how we were able to go into the office, Ryan, and kind of change the commercial around to fit, the fact that I play ball. Get Maria in there. She was like, well, where do I fit in there?
Yeah.
And catch an interception, but still get the information across. So I think sometimes it's a play on, when a client wants their product seen, and then it being organic and appealing to an audience, Ryan.
We like that.
Yeah, I mean, go look at the kind of generation we're in, right? I mean, you can literally open your phone, go on an app like TikTok, and you can see minute, 2 minute, however long videos that look like they're like real produced videos. Yeah. I mean, it's very, very impressive, and it's a trending skill that it translates across so many mediums, especially in this field right here of a show. And it's really cool to see the evolution of all these commercials and whatnot. And I loved your guys's.
Oh, thank you, Ryan. And you know what's like tricky to me? Because I watch a lot of YouTube. We know when we're watching a commercial, like when we're watching TV and it goes commercial break. But sometimes in some of these YouTube videos I watch, I'm like, I got to get that lip gloss. Oh, I want to try that coffee. Or I want to, I'm like, wait a minute. Are they genuinely just drinking that, or are they advertising?
Right.
It's getting a little tricky.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I want to ask you about, you know what's tomorrow, right?
What is tomorrow?
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh my God. What? What is tomorrow?
Welcome back to the show. You don't know what tomorrow's February 14th.
It's our anniversary. No,
we got married in July.
We're right.
Tomorrow's going to be February 14th.
February is in Valentine's Day. Valentine.
Why didn't you should already, I'm sure he's so silly because I know he already got the reservations made. He probably already got the perfume at the house somewhere like hidden. He already got the flowers and the bear and the chocolate.
Applebee's. What?
Okay, so I was going to ask our viewers, do you feel like it's necessary to actually go out on Valentine's Day? Because it's going to be crowded. Would y'all pass on it, or you feel like, no, we're still going to take that extra effort and go out and celebrate on Lover's Day?
I'm going to make Maria some arts and craft. I'm going to cut up some paper, some hearts, and it's going to shoot out when you open a little paper card, like we did in school.
I don't want it.
Something like from the heart.
Whatever happened to sentimental.
Me and the kids are going to do some arts and craft for moms at home. How about that?
No.
But it's from the heart.
I'll take some Usher tickets.
From the heart.
I'll take some Usher tickets.
See what I mean? You can't please.
So hold on. Okay, what do men want for Valentine's Day?
Oh, men get something on Valentine's Day? Oh my gosh. Because you've gotten a lot of things on Valentine's Day, but when do the men?
Y'all know that's not the truth. He didn't even know Valentine's Day was coming up. So,
are the men getting something on Valentine's Day?
What do y'all want?
But that's my point.
Josh, hold on.
Ryan, if you had a girlfriend, would you expect something on Valentine's Day in this climate?
Honestly, probably not.
Would you want something?
I mean, hell yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
See, guys want stuff.
We do.
Okay, what would you want, Ryan? Like, what's like? Okay, some girls are probably watching right now, don't know what to get they boo. Because sometimes you guys are kind of sassy. We don't know what to get y'all.
We're not sassy.
Sassy. We got two sassy men here. Ryan, what would you want? Because men are getting the self.
Isn't that crazy how that works, Josh? Isn't that crazy?
How do we get sassy all of a sudden?
Because Ryan, he admitted, we want something for Valentine's Day.
Yes, that don't mean we sassy.
Okay,
I think we want to be acknowledged. Go ahead, Ryan.
I'll take a handwritten note. Tell me what you like about what I've given you, what you like about me, anything really.
So you don't want,
I'm more of a sentimental guy.
Are you?
I like deep thought.
Oh,
things.
you like Josh.
It's the thought that counts. It's just confirm who we are to you.
Guys don't get, and that's the thing, guys don't get compliments nowadays. If you tell a girl a compliment, she's probably heard it 1,000 times and won't think about it twice. If you tell a guy a compliment, he'll think about that till he goes to bed.
Check. When I meet Usher, give him a compliment. Give Usher
See,
a compliment.
look, this is why she's not going to the Usher compliment. See? Talking about Usher. Give Usher a compliment.
Oh, no, you guys are kind of pulling on my heartstrings. Guys like compliments?
Yes, we like to be recognized.
But you guys try to come across so tough and with this hard exterior.
Because we are that by nature. But we want to be told that
so you want to be like,
a good job, confirmation.
So if a guy walk past me, you want me to be like, I know those feet hurt because you've been running around my mind all day. Like that kind of compliment?
See what I'm saying?
Like is that a compliment?
You just give her information.
No, your feet tired.
Take it and just turn it into something else.
Or you can grab the back of their shirt.
Didn't say pick up lines.
You can look at the tag and say,
he didn't say,
just what I thought, made in heaven.
And that's a good pickup line. So did you hear? You see how we hear different things?
No, I'm just joking.
He didn't say a pickup line. We don't want to be picked up.
Oh, that was a pickup. I thought it was a compliment.
Our Valentine would be somebody that gives us confirmation in our like you're doing a good job.
All right, well,
in the form of a card.
But would you take a belt? Would you take some cologne? Would you take?
Yeah, because you thought of us.
Okay.
Like here you go. A thought. The thought of us is enough.
Well, I'm going to tell you some things that you can do for Lover's Day tomorrow, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Give your boo some compliments. They want it. Aww.
I got...
Ooh, guys like compliments.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, hold on. And I know this is Brownstown, though. This is Brownstown. And we just got done talking about the halftime show in the big game. But NBA All-Star Weekend is coming up. And I think it's in Indianapolis. And every time I've gone to an NBA All-Star Weekend, I've had a ball. So I'm just saying, I don't know what your frequent flyer mouth is looking like, but that's something else you can do.
Are you trying to tell me you want to go to Usher and All-Star Weekend?
All-Star Weekend is a... Because sometimes we get so caught up in football here. But so don't sleep on the NBA now.
I got a question for you because it's Valentine's Day. And I want to get this out. When it's Valentine's Day, if you're a boyfriend and girlfriend, if you have a boyfriend or have a girlfriend, or you have a spouse... Do you have to ask your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your spouse to be your Valentine?
Absolutely.
When you're already dating them?
Absolutely.
Or with them?
Absolutely.
Ryan, what say I'm going to put you on the spot?
Currently, I don't have a Valentine.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
I don't think it's a necessity. However, I think it's a kind of a sweet
gesture.
A sweet gesture that's an ode to a holiday for lovers. I think it's a cool refresher that they're in the back of your mind always, and it would be nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't think it's necessary, though.
Okay.
Because I'm married, but I don't have a Valentine because nobody asked me to be their Valentine yet.
Okay.
So I feel like it shouldn't be assumed. It shouldn't be assumed.
Okay, so with that logic that you had, can a random person ask you to be your Valentine? And would you accept having a boyfriend or a husband?
Since you got so upset about what Alicia Keys and Ushers were doing on the stage, no one better ask me to be my Valentine because you would have a problem with it. But you got to be careful because a lot of people have those work husbands and work wives. you better stop by the office and see what's on the desk. Just stop, pop up.
Now you getting
and see
people
what's
in trouble.
on the desk. You want to see flowers?
People in trouble.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you happen to be my work wife.
I sent you the video of that guy that was like, I'm your work husband. Remember?
Right.
Hold on. What you just say? I didn't hear you.
You happen to be my work wife.
Oh, I thought you said you have a work wife. I'm about to say, who your work wife? Don't get me to fight up on this.
Who's that one lady from the psycho ward that called
Exactly. She really know you, Josh.
You know what? I think, I like what Ryan said. And I like the good conversation. I like the debate.
Right.
It's a gesture. I just get upset when it's expected. Like, oh, you ain't even asked to be my Valentine.
Right.
I think it's just expected for the men, if you're already dating, to give somebody a gift.
Right.
Or, something on Valentine's Day. Not necessarily, would you be my Valentine? Like, you're already mine.
Well, you better ask me before somebody swoop me up now.
I'm trying to get somebody. Paying people around here. Hey, man, take her, please.
Oh, no. Okay, and wait a minute. Just a cute little Valentine's date night idea. I just want y'all to know the Cavs have a game on Valentine's Day. I think at 7:30 they play Chicago Bulls.
Tickets
expensive.
They winning.
Every time we go to a Cavs game, you just walk right in.
They win. And
we have 30 seconds left.
I'm not talking about me.
We were supposed to talk about the Browns and the potentially moving to Brook Park.
Well,
we ran out of time.
What do you think? The Browns should move to Brook Park? We got 20 seconds.
No, they should stay in Cleveland, right by the water.
Ryan, we got 15 seconds.
I'd prefer to see them stay downtown, personally.
I do too. The water is here. I played here. I would hate to see this stadium that I bled. My cartilage is still out there on the grass. I would still hate for it to leave.
So let's ask the viewers before we go. Do you want the Browns to stay put or do you want them to relocate to Brook Park? Look, we love you guys so much for watching. We'll see you right back here next time on The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. We're out of time. Love you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Peace.